Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you my current skincare routine, which honestly has changed quite a bit since when I filmed my last skincare routine video. And I can definitely say hands down that this has been the best skincare routine that I have found that works for my skin. I have very interesting skin because I do have acne, but it's also very dry. Like, I don't really have oily skin, but I do find that I get breakouts when my skin gets really dry, like it's like irritated. And so I finally found something that kind of works for me. And I don't think this will work for everyone because everybody's skin is so different, but I'll be talking about like specific products and why they were good for certain parts of my skin issues, and hopefully maybe you can get some insight from that and try out this products if you have similar issues. My number one tip for like clearing up my skin would be to stay consistent in whatever skincare routine that you follow. And what I mean by this is the products that you use, the order that you use them in, how many products you use. I would definitely say that for the most part, less is more. Granted, I am going to be showing you a lot of products that I have here, but just keep in mind, like, I used to use probably like 6 different products in the morning and then 6 different products at night, and I think it was just too much. Keeping the same products has been very beneficial for me. I do work with a dermatologist, and I am on spironolactone for acne. And to be honest, I'm not sure how much it has influenced my skin. I don't want to stop taking it because I'm scared as to what will happen. I feel like I just within the last few months finally got my skin under control, so I want to try to keep the skincare routine for a while, maintain it, and then maybe slowly stop taking that medication. But the dermatologist also recommended an order in which I put the products on my face that I'm using, and it was somewhat different from what I was doing before, and I think that that also heavily influenced the changes I saw in my skin. So anyway, I'm going to stop blabbering on and we can get into talking about the products. So I'm gonna start with my morning routine, which is actually super simple. I only use 3 products in the morning, but the first thing that I've been using is the Clean & Clear Deep Action Exfoliating Scrub. And I don't necessarily love the Clean & Clear brand, but I have this big old bottle, so I was using it up. And this is probably one of my favorite products that Clean & Clear makes, but I would say any sort of light scrub, like you don't want something that is just stripping everything off your face. But as I mentioned, I need the exfoliant. I also need something, I get a lot of like blackheads or milia, so I need something that really kind of gets deep in my skin. With this, I have been using one of these little like silicone scrubber things. I don't actually know what these are called. If you can see, there's just like little bristles or whatever, and I think it really helps get deep into the skin and like scrub it, but it's also soft, so it's not gonna just like strip everything away from your skin. The next thing that I use is hyaluronic acid because, as I mentioned, my skin's really dry and hyaluronic acid helps with dryness. Right now I'm using the Honest brand one. It's almost gone, and I think this one works pretty well. The only complaint I have about it is the smell. It has like a really bad, I don't even know how to describe it, like burning cardboard. I don't really love that. I probably won't buy this brand again. I love The Ordinary, that's my favorite brand of everything, but I wanted to try something a little bit different, so I would say this is a good alternative. Like, it's not like I'd never use it again, but I probably wouldn't choose it over something that doesn't smell weird. And then I just use moisturizer, so I'm using The Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors. It's pretty clean, straight to the point moisturizer. I don't really have much to say about it. It works well, and it's not super expensive. And then obviously I do use a sunscreen, but I do that more so right before I put on makeup, and that is the Alba Botanicals sunscreen. I've talked about that in so many videos before. Then we get into my nighttime routine, which is a little bit more intricate, a little bit more complicated, a few more products. So the first thing is, if I wore makeup that day, I just use some makeup remover wipes to take off my makeup. This is the Amazon Basics brand. I'm really not picky about makeup wipes. I pretty much just buy whatever's cheapest or the best deal at the time. I've been really wanting to try like the makeup removing oils. One, because I've heard that it works better and then you're not like rubbing as much on your face. And that's the one thing that I don't like about makeup wipes, is I feel like I really have to rub to get like all my mascara off, and I just know that that's not good for my face, my skin. But I'm afraid to try the oil because I don't know if it will make me break out, but I definitely want to try and hope for the best. I mean, it's definitely more sustainable too, which I like. So if you have any recommendations for like a makeup removing oil, please put them in the comments below. The next thing I use is the Ordinary Squalane Cleanser. This is just a very simple, basic cleanser. It also is a makeup remover as well, so if I have any makeup left on my face, this will get it off. I used to use 2 acne scrubs, like an acne scrub in the morning and at night, and honestly it was just too much. I think this one actually does talk about how it's helpful for acne, but I mainly just use this because it is a light, gentle cleanser. I know like Cetaphil is also a highly recommended one, but my dermatologist was very adamant that you should only be using 1 acne cleanser a day, and it's actually better to use it in the morning and then use something like this to help take all of your makeup off and everything at night. Then once a week, and only once a week, I use the Ordinary Peeling Solution Mask. This is like the scary red one that you see everywhere. I only use it once a week because I don't want it to irritate my skin. I think it says you can use it like up to 2 or 3 times a week, I don't remember. But basically when your face is clean and dry, you put this on for about 10 minutes. It is an acid mask, so it does burn a little bit and tingle slightly. They do recommend doing like a patch test before. Aside from the slight burning tingling that I get when the mask is on, I have not personally had any skin irritation while using it, but it's good for exfoliation, so it helps with dry skin and acne. Next is a product that I have been using for a long time. It is the Handmade Heroes Ultra Sexy Lip Scrub. I use a lip scrub about 3 times a week. I do have very dry lips and I need as much exfoliant as I can get. Then about 2 to 3 times a week, I will also use my LED face mask that I've talked about before. There's multiple different like light colors that help with different skin issues. So if I'm having like active acne, I use like the blue color. I think the like yellow color is the one that like reduces redness. And then there's like green that helps with like pigmentation. So depending on what's my main skin issues for that night that I'm using it, that's kind of the color that I use. And I think that it's been helpful. I know there's a lot of like mixed reviews on it, but I would definitely recommend trying it, especially if you have sensitive skin. It's not something that's like super rough on your skin. If I do have any active acne whiteheads, I do use the Hero Mighty Patches, which I'm sure you've heard about. They're just kind of like little band-aids that you pop on a spot if you have one on your face. You leave it on overnight, or it says like 6 to 8 hours. Then you peel it off and it removes the gunk or whatever from your spot, and then it doesn't scar. The next product I use is also something I've used for a while. It's the aquaphor lip balm, which is super good for dry lips. So I love this one. Then I use the Ordinary Niacinamide, which I feel like I've heard this helps with almost any skin condition. I think it's mainly for blemishes, for acne, but I've heard that it helps with moisturizing, exfoliation, you know, preventing wrinkles, all of that. So I think that no matter what kind of skin you have, this is definitely a good product to keep in your skincare routine. After that, I use the Ordinary Azelaic Acid Suspension, which is a cream. It's an exfoliant cream and it is an acid cream. So again, if you have sensitive skin, I'd be somewhat careful about this, but this is a brightening formula, so it kind of helps with acne scarring, which is the reason that I use it. I do love this product though, definitely one of my favorites. After After that, I'll just use a moisturizer, and I use the same ordinary natural moisturizing factors thing that I use in the morning, mainly because it works and I just kind of want to keep the same few products, keep it simple. The last thing is actually a product that is kind of funny, but I have to say it does work very well. And that is dermocrem, which is actually a zinc oxide cream. It's essentially like diaper cream. And this specific brand is made in Ireland, so it doesn't have as much like random additives to it, which is why I get this one. But essentially, if I have any spots on my face that aren't whiteheads quite yet or are like healing, I'll just dab a little bit of this on each spot, and then I wake up the next morning and it does help. However, I do want to put a disclaimer. I would say most of the articles say like, it's probably not that great. Especially you'll hear of people doing like dermocrem facials where they basically just smear it all over their face, which isn't fantastic because then it's just like clogging your pores. However, some articles you find will say like it's okay to use it as a spot treatment. I would say it really depends on your skin. I reached a point where I was just kind of like, I feel like I've tried everything and nothing's really working. So I kind of felt like it couldn't get worse, so might as well try it. And it worked really well for me. And I guess in theory it makes sense because it is a healing cream. So I would say it's worth a shot, but just putting a disclaimer in there, it probably doesn't work for everyone. Those are my skincare products. I would say, again, my biggest tips are just to keep it consistent, exfoliate. If you have acne problems, definitely use like the Mighty Patches or the dermocrem, or at least try them out. And also, I think it's so important to moisturize, at least for my skin. I think that helped so much. But I hope that you found some interesting products that you maybe want to test out from this video. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see future videos, please hit that subscribe button below. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.